Hello everyone, my name's Zero95 right here. I haven't done a commentary I think in some time really, like spoken to you guys about a game that needs change. And as you see here, it's Destiny. And as you all know, Destiny 2 is coming out this year. Well, hopefully, we'll have to wait and see, because there's actually no gameplay, screenshots, or anything like that yet. So this will be very interesting. It does come out this year or not. But before I go on to today's topic, be sure to subscribe for more content if you do, and leave a like if you do enjoy this video. If you don't, I'm going to fuck your mother. So, enough of the intro, so let's get on with Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is hopefully going to be a lot more better than Destiny 1 was. And the reason for this, what I mean by this, is there's a lot of stuff that this game was missing to have its full potential of what it could be. So I'm here to describe what changes it really does need, to be honest. What change it actually needs. So let's start with the good things, and then I'll slowly go into the bad things, and then end on a good note, I hope. So let's talk about the quest book. So as you all know, we get given these books now. Well, we had these books on Rise of Iron. We had one for the SRR Racing. And I think there was one for... oh, what was it? Fucking Halloween? No. What Halloween was it? I can't remember. It was one of those ones. Anyway, those books were a really, really good idea. They were so long, they were nice, it gave us something to do all the time. The only problem this was it was very short at the same time. Like the Rise of Iron book especially only lasted me about 2 months, and it was gone, it was finished, it was completed. And to me, that's kind of short for a book that you've been working quite a long time on. And without doubt, this book needs to last a lot longer. And it needs to have like a more missions in it to make it more last longer and give them more of a grind to the game it needs to be. And also the reward system is pretty nice, but also it could be a lot better stuff gear, or maybe some weapons, you know, something that's quite nice along the way. Not too OP, but a balanced kind of weapon and a unique one. So that's enough about the books. The quest, there has to be a lot more quests than it had Rise of Iron. They're telling you that now. Rise of Iron quest was very, very slim. Let's say that. It was very, very slim. It was hardly anything. It needs to be like Taken King, where it had so many fucking quests, you didn't know what you wanted to do first. You want to do this one first, or you want to go do a Strike, or you want to go do Crucible, or you want to do story missions, you know, stuff like this was actually entertaining and wants you to do more quests, because it gave you XP and gear. The only problem was that it gave you the old quest, and then that old quest kind of useless to you because it was old, it was just, there was no worth to it. So what it needs to do when Destiny 2 comes out is a lot of quests to keep everyone entertained with the book. So they have the book and you have the quest. So you keep going and doing these types of things. It was an amazing time. It was a good time. So events. So as you all know about the SRR Racing, you know, the Christmas, Halloween, there's going to be more like that. It has to be a lot more than that. So maybe like a little, I don't know, a 2-week event thing. You only have a short time and period to do, I don't know, be a really, really hard level or strike or raid, you know, something like that. You know, one of those lines of these events will be nice in Destiny a lot more often. So set up every 3 months, maybe bring it every 2 months or something like that. I don't know, something like that. So now we kind of get on to the Guardian balance and stuff. And as you all know, this recent patch, it kind of fucked quite a bit of people up, especially with the hunters. I'm actually going to play a clip for you right now, as you see me in my Blade Dancer, what just got nerfed. You see that? You see that shit? That is stupid. You telling me that the Blade Dancer is OP? You must be on steroids. These two fucking guardians managed to fuck me up while I'm in Blade Dancer, and people are bitching about it. They're saying it's OP. What? Fuck off. Fist of Havoc is stupid for one thing. Solar Charge is stupid again. Warlock has some fucking melee lunge crap. I don't know. It's just, you need to balance on the guardians a lot more. Like, especially with these Guardian quests, like exclusive ones that you're giving us. Like you give the Hunters the First Curse, you give Titans the Fabian Strategy, and then you gave the Warlocks the Tulloch. And the Tulloch was definitely, without a doubt, is one of the best scout rifles as is now. And it is actually stupid how the Warlock is getting treated like kings, and the rest of us getting treated like shit. So it definitely does need to balance out for Guardians a bit. Especially with the grenades. The grenades are absolutely fucking atrocious on this game, and they follow you like fucking miles away when you're fucking running away from your life. But they still follow you around the whole fucking map before they actually finally hit you. It's like, I understand who put the tracking on like those kind of grenades, but you need to get fired. Honestly, it's stupid how fucking retarded that is. It needs to be a grenade that you just throw, land, explodes, boosh. It may have some after effect, that is fine with me, I don't care. But just don't let them follow you around the whole map. That is retarded and it's stupid. Okay, so enough about the Guardians. Let's talk about the gun balancing. The gun balancing, it's all over the place at the moment. Let's be honest. The handguns are good again. Well, they always have been good, but they're a lot better now. Some of the all rifles are good again, but it's still not as good as it used to. You know, in year one, all rifles are actually usable, but now they're just still not usable with all this shit. The snipers got nerfed for like flinching more snipers when it took skill to actually snipe at close range. Like, it took the fun out of sniping in a way, because now it just encourages people to sit at the back of the fucking map all the time to snipe, and it's just shit. It shouldn't be like that. Shotguns got nerfed as well in that patch that came as well. It was like, why? This is supposed to be a fast action-packed game, and you're getting rid of the things that make it close counters, you know? Pistols were just shit anyway. They're not useful. They're not good enough. So you're just forced to use your fucking primary gun, which is just... It's playing out awful. They definitely need to make sure the guns in Destiny 2 are a lot more balanced than it is now. And now we're on to the Crucible. There's never much to say about the Crucible, really. Like, it's a kind of even-ish game, but it's just the fact they did this special ammo shit now where if you died, you lose your special ammo you just picked up, but it spawns in every minute, which is kind of stupid. You should keep your special ammo. I don't understand where they came out with that idea from. But they definitely need to get rid of that idea in Destiny 2, because that was just playing out stupid. So I don't understand why that was even put in the game, but there you go. There also what kind of lacked as well over this couple of months as well, because people had nothing to grind for these days. So what I mean by this, you had the light level. The light level was, what, 400 light? And people managed to reach that when Rise of Iron came out, from 325 to 400 in the matter of fucking month or two, and they got to 400 light easily. Me, I got in 3 months very easily. The light level definitely needs to be very hard to attain at certain points. So once you get to 385 light, you should have to be playing a raid on hard for order to get to 400 light. You can't get there any other way. That's the only way you could get there. That's how it should have been, but you know, they decided to put Iron Banner, which gave it to 400. People just smashed out Iron Banner. It was just the most simple thing to get to 400 light, and it just made the raid pointless. Speaking of the raid, the best thing that I think ever happened on this game. The raid was full of teamwork. It required everyone to stay focused, especially hard. You're not allowed anyone to die, really. Once people die, you have to wipe and you have to restart. The last raid that came out when they came out with Rise of Iron, it definitely was fun, but the problem was with that raid, it was very easy. It just required a lot of teamwork, but once you got the teamwork sorted, it was the most easiest thing going. It wasn't hard at all. It needs to be like Vault of Glass. Vault of Glass was, without a doubt, one of the best raids I think I've played, and Crota's End. The reason being for this, because it had so many steps, and these steps actually helped out a lot. So you had to keep going through stages and stages and stages before you actually get to the final boss. And by the time you get there, you probably want to kill yourself because you're so stressed out on the other stages. But that's what made the raid so good, because it was so hard at the start. And it made you when it comes to the end, you're like, fuck, I don't want to do this anymore. It's so much hard. So this is what Destiny 2 needs to do. It's a very long commentary. I'm sorry about this, guys. But I'm about to finish it now. So this is what Destiny 2 needs. It needs all these types of changes for it to be a lot more better. Instead of having these dried out months that we keep getting, you know, new content comes out, it lasts about 4 or 5 months, and it just dies for 4 months, and it comes back alive for 4 months. You know, it's not supposed to be like that. It needs to be a lot longer. It needs to last at least a year or at least. Or just add more DLC in about 3 months in, and just keep it going, keep the cycle going. So put DLC on top of more content, and it makes it a last longer cycle. But anyway, guys, it's been the boy Kind 5 right here. Really hope you enjoy this long commentary, and if you do enjoy this long commentary, if you manage to stick along, be sure to subscribe for more content, and I'll talk to you later. So then, see you Kind 5. Take care, peace, people. Goodbye.